Welcome, guys. How you doing? And welcome to the Workout Minister podcast. Today, we're really going to talk about ideology and missions and personal, models. What I would say models is like, what's your model? By these words right here, I live by this. And what is your ideology? Ideology is more like, this is my sort of my thinking. This is I think it revolves around this statement right here. And then what is your mission statement? Your personal mission statement. So if you would ask me, I would tell you, my ideology is be stronger than your strongest excuse. That's my ideology. That's really it. I can say, working out is a manifestation of how you live your life. I could say, I would like to transcend beyond the gravitational pull of this negative world, but at the root of it, it's be stronger than your strongest excuse. That's my ideology. My mission statement is to pray, to strive, and have faith that God will bless me in the midst of my striving. And my motto is define your finish line. That's it. I don't let nobody define my finish line for me. I don't let, other people, I don't let, cultures, I don't let anybody define my finish line other than God. God is the one who defined my finish line, all right? And my finish line, of course, is to live to his purpose and make him happy. But I don't let the world define my finish line. Define your finish line. That is my motto. My mission is what? You remember? Is to pray, strive, and have faith in the midst of my striving. That's my personal mission statement. My ideology is to be stronger than your strongest excuse. So that's it. There's always going to be an excuse that you can come up with. Or some people will call it a rationalization. But at the end of the day, did you get the job done? I don't care. It's not your fault. Of course, there's always a statement. Something that happened that it's not your fault, but it's completely your responsibility. And no matter what, you have to be stronger than that. Whatever you can come up with, whatever you can phantom, whatever you can think, whatever happened in your life. This is what I know. God has put something in you to make sure that you are stronger than whatever occurs. My mother used to say, she used to tell my sisters this. She used to say, you are stronger than your strongest contraction. When they were pregnant and they were giving birth to their children, she would always tell them, you are stronger than your strongest contraction. Meaning, don't pass out because you got a contraction. You don't need an epidural. You are stronger than your strongest contraction. I know that's hard to say for a lot of women who had a lot of epidurals so I'm not trying to say you're weak, but I just want you to know, you are stronger than your strongest contraction. And contraction is not just like birthing pains when you're giving birth to a child, but what I've learned throughout my years is that we are all pregnant, male and female. Not with a baby, I would say, a physical baby, but with maybe an idea, maybe with a dream, maybe with aspiration. We are all pregnant. Now it's up to you if that pregnancy is going to be a stillbirth. Are you going to give birth to a bouncing 9-pound, 4-ounce baby? Or are you just going to have an abortion? It's up to you, but we are all pregnant. All right. So when you're all pregnant, you got to understand that you're going to go through contractions, man. Contractions are going to come. But here's the thing you got to understand. Stronger than the strongest contraction. My gosh, I'm going to tell you, that is the philosophy that everybody should have. But that's just my take. Come up with your own philosophy. Understand that and remember that. You're pregnant. I know you're saying right now, I'm only 25 years old. I ain't never even had sex yet. You're pregnant, all right? Yo, I'm 55 years old. I'm 60 years old. And I gave birth to my last child when I was 40. Guess what? You're pregnant. You're still pregnant. You're pregnant with an ideal. You're pregnant with a dream. You're pregnant with something God has instilled in your chromosomes, in your DNA. And you've seen glimpses of it. Everybody has. Everybody at one point in your life, you call it a daydream. Maybe you were dreaming, but you've seen how great you can be. You've seen glimpses of it. And once you've seen glimpses of it, that's when the conception took place. You became pregnant with it. Now, what you do with that pregnancy, maybe you aborted, maybe it's stillbirth, maybe whatever, is up to you. But you were pregnant, all right? That's all I'm saying. From the moment I got here, this is my first time working at a gym after owning multiple gyms and running gyms that made a significant amount of money, and now I come to work at a gym. And so the moment I got here, I said, oh my gosh, I didn't know what to expect, but then again, I did, and I was going to crush it. I just knew I was going to crush it. Give me the opportunity, put me in coach, and I'm just going to do my thing. That's what I thought. I was just, and that's what I knew. And I think I'm doing that, but I still haven't done it to the extent I want. I'm still on one-on-ones. I'm almost maxing out on the one-on training as far as my schedules being full, and I'm just needing some time to rest. I was going 7 days a week. I toned it down to 6 days, but I still haven't done what I feel as a success yet. So no, I haven't still reached that. And if you want to know what I think a success is, I think a success at a gym is to maximize your gift in a minimal amount of time. How can you do that? You can train massive amount of people and they feel like they just received a one-on-one. My goal in this arena, in this stage of my life right now, in this gym, at Lifetime, is to make the company owners, my manager, the general manager, I want to make them successful. That's clearly. I want to make them happy. I want to make them pleased. And I want to do that not just by maximizing profit. I want to also maximize the member's experience. I want to make the member feel sort of pleased, satisfied, and happy. And that's what I want to do. I want to do it, and I want to do it through group training. Have I even done group training yet? No. I don't want to do it through one-on-ones. They've experienced what I can do one-on-ones. They're happy. I believe they're happy with that. They told me they were happy and satisfied with that. They tell me things like, you're killing it. You're doing an awesome job. You're ideal trainer, and you should train trainers. They've told me that. All right. But okay, that's fine. And I appreciate that. But now I want to go beyond that and do what I believe I can do. And what I believe I think I can do is train groups, but have that one-on-one experience. Each person have that one-on-one experience. And I want to do that multiple times throughout the day and have big classes. But at the same time, everybody I kind of know personally. And that's going to take some time. That means, just imagine this. I want you to understand where I'm getting at. I train a group of 10 people at 5 a.m., another group at 5, 6, another group at 7, another group at 8, another group at 9. Each group I trained was probably 10 to 15 people. And each person in that group I've talked to, I've analyzed, I assessed, and I've trained individually. And then I want to do it again in the evening. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all groups, 10 to 12 people, and I've trained each one individually. But now they're all in groups. Did my research. I've made the groups fitting for each person. So it's not, I feel out of place in this group. They're stronger than me. No, I've done all of it. And I placed each person in the group because I've already trained them individually. That's my goal. And then, but at the same time, it's a signature group, meaning it's a high-end quality group. They make connections within that group. They meet somebody, executive meet another executive. They build and create something on their own, and they're getting a good workout. They make their connections. They're getting a good workout. It's a quality, and it's like a Gucci. It's like a Louis. It's like a Gucci and Louis class. It's kind of weird to say. It's not a Macy's. It's not a, one of those. It's Gucci. It's Louis. It's a signature class. It's Rolls Royce. It's not Ford. It's not, what are those other stores called? Whatever those other, I don't even shop at them, but whatever they are, it's not Amazon. High-end quality, personal delivery workout. It's going to be awesome.
If your motivation to reason you came to Lifetime, the reason that you're trying to do this and that disappears tomorrow. Will your habits that you have still carry you forward to keep growing, to still hit those goals, to keep doing what you're doing? If you have nothing, your habits.
I mean, I don't have any motivation. I mean, what motivation do I have to do this? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely my habits. It's more so, if I would think of motivation, if there's motivation, it would be like, because God is watching me and he's giving me something that I have a responsibility to live up to my obligation, just to make people better and just do all I possibly can to live the best life I possibly can live. And that's my motivation. So I instill habits because of that. But as far as like, no, there's nobody calling me, nobody telling me to get up. It has to be habitual. You have to make habits. It's all about doing it because you know deep down inside it's definitely the right thing to do. And you do it on a regular basis because you know you're going to not only make people better, you're not only going to help your family out, but you got people that's going to be impacted by what you do. So when you impact others, you know what I'm saying, you're pleasing God. Yes, I'm still in my prime. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in my prime. So of course, and I'm even better than that Simon, you know, and I'm better than him because I'm a lot wiser. See, that Simon is kind of naive. See, that Simon he'll try to work hard, but what that Simon will do is be like, yo, I'm gonna start my own gym. And I'm gonna take all these clients and I'm gonna go over there and do my own thing and I'm gonna really push it and I'm gonna do that. See, that Simon ethics and values and principles were corrupted. You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong thing to do. That's the wrong way to think. And that was his motivation. I can do what they're doing. No, off the back of something else. No, that's not the way to do it. So that's what that Simon would do. But now my motivation is strategic and it's a lot wiser and it's a lot smarter. But as far as the work, it's still the same. It's still the same. It's still there. You know, yeah, when you get older, if as long as you treat your body right and you treat your mind right, you don't consume a lot of garbage, you'll still have that same work ethic. And nor do you treat people dirty. Because if you treat people dirty and you do the wrong things, that's going to come back and haunt you too. So you can't do that. You got to really have that godly spirit. So you got to pray for that, because God can throw a spirit on you and a lot of things can just pass by you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even feel affected by that. No, you can have that spirit on you too and you can't even do anything. You know, you're like, oh, I just don't feel like it today. And you're just lazy and lethargic and just depressed and you don't even know why. You don't, God has given me the greatest spirit in the world where I'm just like, go, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make it happen. And just a caring spirit now, and not just caring about just financially, but more so caring about the spirit and just the health of other people. And I think that's the best spirit to have, you know, and just really trying to elevate and excel and like wash people's feet, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus, man, just wash people's feet, man. And just be that servant that, you know, that God will be happy with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to run a company and take over and do a massive takeover and all that. No, I'm just really trying to make people better and stronger and more powerful. And I think there was this guy I remember reading about, this motivational speaker, and his name was Zig Ziglar. I don't know, you might not know. But he said one thing. I remember, you know, listening to him. He said, if you give people what they want, you're gonna definitely get what you want. That's it. You know, that's a servant attitude. Give people what they want, you're definitely gonna get what you want. And that's my whole thing. Now, that's me now. Now, Simon back then didn't have that. So he losing. He's gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm on that. You know, I'm just here, but my work is still there. My ethic, I still get up, still do it. You know, I probably don't look as good. That's probably the only thing. But looks is not everything. It's your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's really that spirit. It's really like your like passion and just your zest for life. That's addictive. That is like contagious. You know, I want to be infectious. I couldn't be infectious. People, women, men, you know, they probably like the way I look. You know what I'm saying? But that goes and comes. That's not infectious. Infectious is a spirit that you give off, that genuine, like, you know, making people believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Making people believe in something that's bigger than them too is awesome. And that's what people need, man. And I think that's where I'm at in this part of my life right now.
Here's a question. This is going to be more about, I guess we can say, God, relationship with God. I heard it recently where someone was like, sometimes your faith may be strong when you feel God. You see God moving, you see different things in your life, and it's just, you're going hard at life. But then the moment that, let's say, like, and God kind of steps back, even though he's still there, and you don't feel him, are you still going strong? For a good example, let's say Job, but he kind of like loses everything. Like, God was still there, you know, but he's losing things in that sense or whatever. Do you feel like your faith will be shaken in any way if you don't feel God in a sense, in a season? Because sometimes people every day.
Well, I have to totally like respectfully disagree with that in a way. I think when you mention the word faith is it's called faith because there is no sight of God. You know what I'm saying? You have to have faith. There is no God there, right? You believe in God, and I have faith that God is going to do this, but where is God? He's gone, but I believe. That's faith, right? How is faith going to be there if my life is good, everything's gone? What I need faith for? Everything's good. I don't need faith. Everything's working. Faith is like, yo, I know things is going to get better. I know it. God is not making it better. I know, but it's going to get better. I know. I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like being, everything's against you. You got 25 years in jail, something like that. But you know you didn't do the crime, and you know truth is going to be prevailed. You go to court. Everything's done. You went to whatever you call a retrial, or you got to appeal. You went to appeal, and you got found guilty again in your last appeal. Boom. So now you definitely no time out, but you still got faith. And then that's when the DNA test came, and people ended up getting out. And they gave him a few $1 million on top of that to get out. He never lost his faith. You know what I'm saying? And let's think about Job. Job never lost his faith, though. You know what I'm saying? Job questioned maybe, but then again, I just want to know why, God, why? But he still said, he told his wife, no, his wife said, curse God. If he would have cursed God, he didn't curse God. He said, no, I would never do that. You got to have faith in God when you have the good, and you got to have faith in God when you got to have the bad. That's what Job said. You know what I'm saying? So Job never lost his faith. You know what I'm saying? He just said, God chastised him on that. Just saying, nah, it ain't up to you to know why. Just do. And because you didn't lose your faith, I'm going to bless you. And he blessed him with even more than he had. So you got to say he never lost his faith. God just wanted to know why. Just tell me what I do. And God like, dude, what the heck is wrong with you? You the one who make the sun rise in the east and do all the stuff that I do, and you do this and make the foundation. You don't got the authority to question me. Dare you do that? You know what I'm saying? That's where he coming from. Faith to me is like, you're doing everything you are supposed to do. You're praying, you're going to Bible study, you're going to services, you're giving in charity. You are literally, you're faithful. Your intentions are correct. Everything you're supposed to do, nobody can tell you you're doing wrong. And if they did, you wouldn't care because you know in your heart and God knows what you're doing. Boom, you get in a car accident. Boom, everything's taken away from you. Boom, you have nothing. Your wife leaves you and you like, what the heck? How is this possible? God, what's going on? Now you gotta have faith. Now it's like, because God is testing you. If you're in a situation and you didn't do it at all, and you've been on the upright, you're being tested. And with that test, you pass it, you best believe a good reward is coming. If you don't pass it, sorry. You may stay stagnant. You may even go deeper than you're at right that moment. But if you pass it, and it may take 6 months, a year, 2, 5 years, but you stay faithful and believe and just ride that wave, promise you, your children's children will thank you. And that's faith. Never lose it, because God is 100. You know what I'm saying? And the things he say, he cannot lie. It's impossible. So if he say he got you, he got you. There's no question. That's how I believe. I believe in it wholeheartedly, 100%. I know it for a fact, and I'm gonna live it. Have I always practiced it in my past? No, but I'm born again, so my past don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You know what I'm saying? So, I resurrected, man. I will continue to resurrect. But all that past stuff that I did, you can't hold me accountable for that. It's a wrap. I've been pardoned. You know what I'm saying? So don't come bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? That's dead. If God forgave me, man, what you look like, man, trying to hold me accountable for something. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I say it. Ideology, mission statement, your personal, some people call it a motto, some people call it a creed. Motto, M-O-T-T-O. What's your motto? You should have a personal motto. Nike has a motto, just do it. All right. My motto, I already told you, it's longer than just do it. Is my motto is define your finish line. I don't let nobody define it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's my motto. Personal mission statement. What is it? You have to have one. Mine's is strive and have faith that God is going to bless me in the midst of my striving. It took me a long time to create that, even though I say it so quickly and I just got it and it's in my tongue all the time. But it took a long time because I wanted to strive for whatever I wanted to strive for. And I just didn't want to be pigeonholed and I want to strive in one certain industry. I want to just strive for whatever I'm striving for. It doesn't matter. I want to pray and I want to strive and I want faith that God is going to bless me. That's it. And that's it. And what's the last one? Ideology. My ideology, no matter the situation, despite the circumstance, regardless of what the world says, be stronger than your strongest excuse. That's it. That is my ideology. That's it. Now it's time for you to create yours. And let me know. If you need help, guess what, though? I'm always here. I'm only a text away. All right? So I got you. I hope you enjoyed it. Deuces.